Question people often find themselves asking when they're trying to have an OBE or lucid dream is, why can't I do it? It just doesn't seem to work for me. It must be something people with special abilities can do. I've tried and it just doesn't happen. And this mindset's setting you up for failure. Get it out of your head that these states are reserved for the special few. They aren't. If you've never had an OBE, I'm here to tell you that with the right mindset and methods, you can do it. You may have even had a few experiences, but then you're left wondering, why can't I get back in there? Those spontaneous experiences seem so easy, so effortless, but when you try, it just doesn't happen. And the state is actually easy to achieve, it's just that you may not have learned how yet. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 markers that will help you recognise that you're heading towards having an OBE. Watch out for them along the way and you'll start to see your progress as a logical progression instead of seeing the attempts as success or failure. What we often lack is strong signals that we're making progress. We look at things in black and white. I either had an OBE or I didn't, and that's where we go wrong. People give up when they might just be on the edge of making it happen. Learning to spot these signposts as they are happening will help you stay focused and run the course instead of giving up when you're right on the edge of achieving an OBE. Start looking forward to bedtime because this is your chance to practice. The potential you have for an OBE or lucid dream is there every single time you go to sleep, so utilise that time wisely. So without further ado, let's get into it. What are the 6 signposts that you're looking for when you're making your progress towards your goal of having an OBE? Signpost 1, the fading form. You're laying there still as you're going to sleep and you have managed to keep your mind aware a little while longer than usual. You're watching as the sleep process unfolds and you may have noticed the sensation that your body has lost its form. Instead of being its familiar shape, it simply feels like a buzzing ball of energy. You could of course at any time move and fall back into the bodily shape, but as you lay still and rest in that space, there's the sense that the mind is present and the bodily form is fading out and merging into a larger awareness field. Signpost 2, the living darkness. You notice that the darkness isn't just blackness, it's alive, it's sparkling and constantly moving. It looks somewhat like a field of energy with depth and mild colour, greens, purples, reds, as though they're made up of tiny little dots that are swirling around continuously. Along with this, if you're listening carefully, you can hear the sound of silence. You may hear a high-pitched sound similar to tinnitus. If you can hear that, tune in. Listen intently to that. Signpost 3, the energy body waking up. You may have experienced feelings of movement, swaying, mild rotation, your hand or your leg lifting a little without physically doing so, vibrations, wobbly feelings, the feeling of falling backwards, dropping, turning, twisting. Any of these sensations mean that your energy body is activated and you're very close to an exit. These feelings can come and go. Physical movement will disrupt them, so try and stay still and feel into them or expand them. Signpost 4, the exploding sound. You may have been jolted back to wakefulness by seemingly loud sound which has come from nowhere. Nothing physical has made it, yet you heard it clear as day, and it can sometimes wake you up with a fright and leave you feeling a little unsettled. Don't worry about that sort of thing. Be curious. Think to yourself, wow, what was that? And try and relax and tune back in. Signpost 5, sleep paralysis. This is a strange one, that's for sure. It's not a prerequisite for an OBE, as some people say, but you can use it as a springboard for one if you know how to handle it when it occurs. And the reason it happens is because the mind has become aware whilst the body is fully asleep. It's a natural function of our body to shut down our ability to move while we sleep, to stop us acting out our dreams. Think of it as the reverse of sleepwalking, where the body is awake and the mind is asleep. Interestingly, for decades of practice, I never experienced it myself, despite travelling out of body countless times. Then, in the last couple of years, I've had it half a dozen times, and it's slightly disconcerting, as it's often accompanied by a feeling of presence near you. But each time it's happened, because I'm very familiar with these states, fear's not something I'm really experienced. I'm always just curious, and that's the way you need to be. Build that into your mentality. Be a courageous explorer of consciousness. Know that nothing can harm you, and if you shake yourself out of it, you've missed a great opportunity for an exit. If you ever find that it happens to you, just relax. Realise the absurdity of it, stop trying to move physically, and with that relaxation, simply make an exit attempt. Try and roll over, sit up, float out, or simply try and stay aware and allow yourself to drift back into that space with your awareness intact. Any feeling of presence will disappear with your relaxed state of mind, and you'll be free to be moving into this exciting adventure beyond the body. Signpost 6, false awakenings. Have you ever woken up and gone about your normal morning routine only to suddenly find yourself actually waking up? This is quite strange when it happens, and this is an effect, an OBE. The only thing is that you failed to recognise it whilst it was actually happening. The clear state of mind was there, but the awareness of the state wasn't. And this is about as close as you can get to an OBE without it being fully conscious. Recognition of state and what each one feels like, the subtle nuanced differences are things that make OBEs much easier to achieve. And that all comes down to awareness, being present in the moment, not getting continuously carried away by our own inner dialogue. When doing your normal day-to-day things like making coffee or brushing your teeth or driving or cooking or whatever it is, be there and be aware. Feel the sensations that you don't normally take any notice of, what it feels like to hold the mug in your hand as you drink your coffee, the sensation of gripping the steering wheel as you drive. In the words of Ram Dass, be here now. The more you build the habit of being present, the more that will carry over when the subtle changes in state occur, so you can watch for them. And when you notice these signposts happening, even if you miss the opportunity on that particular occasion, know that you're getting closer to your goal. It's not failure, it's building a muscle, slowly but surely. It's getting you ready for the adventure that awaits. So keep going, don't give up. Have you experienced any of these markers, any of these signposts? If you have, share them in the comments below and let's discuss it. Now, if you want up the frequency of your lucid dreams and OBEs, check out my 8-step method, the determination technique, in this video.